2 weeks ago, water surrounded a West End apartment, flooding both buildings. Now, dozens of Loop Loft residents say they are being forced out and on short notice.
Only News 4's Jenna Ray talks to the loft's owner. They say the move to get residents out quickly was all about safety.
There was 5 to 7 inches of water.
That was Tuesday, July 26th. 2 days later, Loop Lofts flooded again.
We were doing the cleaning ourselves. There was an outside crew that showed up to bring in fans and dehumidifiers, and they were in charge of like the hallway and whatnot. But inside the units, it was neighborly cleaning left and right.
For 2 weeks, tenants dealt with the aftermath. Then they say this 72-hour notice to leave the property was on unit doors. Other renters had until the end of August.
I panicked. I had 3 days to decide pretty much the rest of my life for a year.
But leaving, especially on short notice, wasn't as easy as residents thought.
At the time when you come to get your security deposit back, they hand you a form that consists of 3 sheets where they want you to sign it and say, well, you won't discuss this with anybody, and that it was a mutual agreement that you would leave.
It's unfair, it's unjust, and it's putting us in a situation that we can potentially be homeless.
After several attempts to talk with loft owners and management, they agreed to sit down exclusively with News 4.
It was a terrible situation. We can't control it, and our concern was we do not believe this is a safe place.
The loft's owner, Alex Oliver, says restoration teams were inside after water receded from the first flood, then again after the second.
In building B, basically he determined water had gotten behind the cabinetry, it had gotten behind the vanities, it had gotten into the walls, it was soaking up into the drywall, the tile floors in the bathroom. They had suffered extensive damage. To remediate that damage, residents couldn't stay in there. The other option is people stay and we don't restore it, there's going to be more damage.
Oliver says Loop Lofts and 2B Residential deemed the building uninhabitable and potentially dangerous, which led to lease terminations.
We believe this place is unsafe for you to stay. We can't, in good conscience, force you to stay here, and that's what a lease would do.
The other concern for residents, signing a non-disclosure agreement in exchange for their security deposit.
Do you think an NDA is necessary?
Honestly, no. But again, my understanding is we're returning deposits without the entire document even being signed.
Since last week, many residents have moved out. For some, it's fight or flight, trying to find their next home on a moment's notice.
There are literally hundreds, if not thousands, of people who are looking for apartments.
People were invested in keeping their homes, and they turned around and smacked us in the face.
In St. Louis, Jenna Ray, News 4.